Parents know that it's impossible to keep an eye on the children 24 hours a day, and sometimes, even when mum and dad think they're safe at home, things can still go wrong. Cheltenham, Gloucestershire. A terrified mother calls 999.
My first was falling out of the first floor window. Concrete.
7-year-old Rhys has fallen from an upstairs window, head first onto concrete below.
This could potentially be a fatal injury.
Is there any serious bleeding? No, I don't think so, but it's a
It's the worst nightmare that you could possibly have, that your child has a brain injury.
The Sykes are a family of 4. Tricia and her husband Aid live with their son Rhys and 6-year-old daughter Megan. It's fair to say brother and sister have a bit of a love-hate relationship.
There's only 2 years and 2 days between them, so they're quite close.
She's a messer. A lot.
Rhys is quite a sensitive little man, whereas Megan is like a Tasmanian devil.
Every time when I try to go to sleep, she gets up, takes one of my toys, put it in a different place. I find it, and I say, Megan, did you move it?
They annoy the hell out of each other
A lot.
But one summer evening, things go too far. The children are upstairs watching DVDs.
And that meant that me and my husband could watch a film on our own with a little bit of peace and quiet.
But not for long.
I came into my mum's bedroom where Megan was to watch a little bit of her film. Then we had a little play. Then Megan was running up to me, trying to tickle me.
Trying to escape Megan's attempts to tickle him, Rhys climbs onto the windowsill. It's a hot summer's day, and the window is open.
I didn't notice the window was open. Then, she tried to tickle me, then I relaxed.
Rhys plummets out of the upstairs window.
We heard a thud and then a crying. I thought Rhys had fallen out of bed, so I got up, went upstairs. Megan came out of our bedroom and she said, "Mummy, he's outside, he's out of the window." I was very, very panicked.
Rhys's parents rush outside, fearing what they'll find.
I saw Rhys laying down on the floor, kind of looking slightly dazed, and he started to kind of wail at that point. He was really very upset. And all he wanted to do was to be picked up.
He survived a 15-foot fall, but something's clearly wrong with Rhys.
He was wailing, he was screaming. I was more worried he'd broken his foot or his ankle or something like that. I hadn't even clicked. It could be his head.
Tricia dials 999.
Ambulance service, tell me exactly what happened. My first was falling out of the first floor window. Concrete.
Are you with him now?
Yes.
How old is he?
7.
Is he awake?
Yes.
And is he breathing?
Yes.
Okay.
On the other end of the line is emergency medical dispatcher Tracy Growden.
When did this happen?
Literally just a second.
I could hear the distress in her voice. I had to stay calm. I had to keep my voice at a lower level to make sure that she didn't get more distressed than she already was.
Is there any serious bleeding?
No, I don't think so, but his head hurt. But he said he'd do us really fine.
Okay. I've organised some help for you. Stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
From the information I was getting, it was one of the most serious calls that we can get. The child wasn't completely alert, because any injury, especially a head injury, can get worse very quickly.
Do not move him unless he's endangered.
He got up and went to his dad.
Alright. Just try and keep him still now. Don't let him have anything. Don't give him anything to eat or drink. It might make him sick or cause problems for the dog.
A paramedic in a rapid response car and 2 in an ambulance are on their way. With such a young casualty involved, senior paramedic and incident commander Philip Griffith has also been dispatched in another car.
My initial thoughts were that this could potentially be a fatal injury. Any child who falls from more than sort of 8 feet there's a potential for a life-threatening injury.
They're here now. Do you want me to come off?
Yeah, as long as they're right with you, okay?
Yeah, they're just literally just here.
Alright, my love, I'll leave you with them then, okay?
Initially, I was expecting to find a child that was unconscious, at minimum, if not in cardiac arrest, and having fallen from such a great height. But we were quite amazed how uninjured he looked.
Phil wants to see where the accident happened.
The boy had fallen through a plastic canopy, and there was a child-shaped hole in this canopy, which I'm sure broke his fall and slowed down the impact on the concrete below.
Despite no visible injury, Rhys's drowsiness is causing concern.
The risk is that there's always the injuries we can't see, which tends to be more dangerous than ones we can see.
Protecting his head and neck, the medics rush Rhys to Gloucester Royal Hospital, accompanied by Mum. But as they arrive, Rhys's condition deteriorates.
His head started to swell. It wasn't the same shape as it previously was.
Tricia can only wait as Rhys has emergency CT scans of his head.
It's the worst nightmare that you could possibly have, that your child has a brain injury and you can do nothing to help it. It's not as if you can kiss it better, and it's not as if it takes a plaster to make it better, and something that could have a profound effect for the rest of his life.
After transferring to Bristol's Children's Hospital, Rhys is found to have a fracture to his skull and cheekbone.
The doctor had said that the fracture was only hairline, so not to be concerned with, and it would heal easily.
But they are concerned about a small bleed they have found on his brain. Though it's not large enough for them to risk an operation, they need to keep him under close observation.
My head was hurting a lot.
And Rhys was very, very upset because Rhys all wanted to do was just to go home and did not want to be in hospital whatsoever at that point.
Rhys's accident has also had an effect on his little sister Megan.
She didn't want to sleep in their bedroom until he was back, and so the first night she actually slept on the floor in the living room with my husband asleep on the sofa, because she just didn't want to go in the room.
Thankfully, after 5 nights in hospital, Rhys gets the all clear to go home, and a few months later, he's made a complete recovery.
He's doing amazingly well. He's complete and utterly a little miracle with how he's coping with everything.
I couldn't remember the bit at all about from the window, but I remember when I landed on the floor, I tried to get up, but I couldn't.
Rhys knows he's been very lucky.
If the porch wasn't there, I'd probably die. That broke my floor, so if that wasn't there, that would be dead.
And as well as his head, Rhys's relationship with his sister is also in a good state of repair.
A lot closer because of the accident.
My little sister now is a lot more careful with me.
She's keeping him safe, even though she's the younger sister.